So, welcome again, guys, to another episode of Danganronpa Pope's Academy Despair students. This episode is part 3 of the final class trial. I'm hoping maybe we can cram the rest of this class trial into this. It's very unlikely, but we're going to see if we can do it. Anyway, in the last episode we found out that Junko Inoshima was actually the killer all along, the puppet master, the voodoo, all that fun stuff. The Super High School Despair crew called the two of us the Despair Sisters. Did you just suddenly change your personality? I already told you, I'm fickle beyond hope. I even get tired of my own personality. If you're twin sisters, then why are your last names different? That question again! I get it all the damn time. I don't care if it's the first offense. I've had to answer the same question to the point of despair. Anyway, it's cliche as fuck, so come up with something yourself and we'll roll with that. But if you're twin sisters, that means you killed your sister. There's a huge reason for that. Deeper than an ocean, psych. I'm just shitting you. Very well, allow me to explain. For this project, I required someone to pull the strings behind the scenes in the Academic Coliseum. Somebody to operate Monokuma and keep watch over all of you. In a word, a puppet master. However, according to my calculations, Makoto Ukesaba was incapable of serving that role. She was, after all, a pitiful sister. The kind of incomparable... The kind of incomparably pitiful sister who would go off on her own and enlist in a mercenary group. For that reason, I took the behind-the-scenes role and elected to leave her out in the open as a student. Keeping her with me behind the curtain was an option, but she wouldn't have been any help there. Besides, 15 participants is a nice round number. But then there was a dilemma in the Makoto Ukesaba's title, the Super High School Mercenary. It is, in a word, 3H, hopelessly foul, hopelessly disgusting, and hopelessly repulsive. To know that she was far removed from the needs of society required no calculation on my part. On the other hand, it would have been a shame to let the beauty of my supermodel title go to waste. So that's why you switched places? However, she resembled me even less than I had calculated, despairingly so. She was no better than a filler character, a girl A, so to speak. Coupled with her underwhelming appearance, many predicted she would be one of the first murdered. So I killed her. I wanted to satisfy everyone's expectations. Don't tell me. That's the only reason. Naturally, that's not the only reason. There was also the more prevalent fact that I'd gotten tired of her. You know, I've never once had things go according to plan. It's like, by planning things out, I know what's gonna happen, so I start getting bored. So I had a change of heart and used Mukoto as a warning shot to the rest of you. Makoto Ukesaba's death was essentially caused by your betrayal. I thought that may have been the case. When you killed Makoto Ukesaba, it was obvious she wasn't expecting it. Huh? What? That doesn't make sense. Why me? Yeah. So you noticed. Yep, Mukoto could never have been on a show that believable. Put on a show, but don't you think she made a great example because of it? How can you be so carefree? You killed your own sister! How can you talk about it like it was nothing? What? You're mad that I killed a Mukoto? Misunderstandings are so scary. We're super duper high school despair. You know, so like, we have to hope. We have no hope when it comes to our lives. We despaired of the world the moment we came into it thinking, oh no, I should have never been born. The tears I cried when I was born were tears of despair. So, for us, death and murder and all that was no big deal. That's what kind of people we are, and that's why we can do anything. Since we're constantly in despair, we can go all out and not be afraid of death. You mean you didn't feel anything when you killed your sister? You don't believe that, do you? She's my twin sister. Of course I'm sad. If I wasn't, it wouldn't be so arousing. Huh? Do you know how it feels to murder your own beloved sister? It's despair. So much dismal despair. Dismal, dejected, despondent, dystopian despair. Not quite there yet. Dismal, dejected, despondent, dystopian, dreadful, depressive, dismayed, desolate, downcast despair. It's orgasmic. What are you on about? I believe Mukoto despaired in her final moments. I mean, to be killed by your own little sister? As nothing more than an example? She had to have died in the dregs of despair. I'm jealous of her. Dreadfully jealous. I never expected you to be normal, but this is perverse. She's the worst kind of deviant, with an extreme fetish for despair that encompasses even her own. Genocider's missing a few marbles too, but this is something else, dude. Excuse me, would you please not lump me together with a homicidal maniac only capable of killing weaklings? I am hopelessly beautiful and perfectly proportioned, hopelessly brilliant, and I'm hopelessly athletic. I'm a despairingly perfect superhuman. No, with just that, you're a far cry from perfect. Well, you know, this is getting pretty intense. I mean, he's right. She's also kind of a genius. Exactly. My white knight is more perfect on top of that. He's also a noble bloodline. Don't you mean a formerly noble bloodline? What was that? Explain yourself. Boo, you still haven't caught on. Man, you guys are seriously dim. And yet, here you are, cheering and dancing, when there are still mysteries have to be solved. Are you talking about our memories? So you solved the mystery. I'm the culprit. So, what? Could I get you to hold off on the victory party until you've solved the whole memories thing? Of course. We have every intention of it. We'll solve every last mystery. And take you down with them. Boo, I'm looking forward to it. Alright, dude. Then I'll get right to the point. What memories did you steal from us? There were the group photos, and then the interviews. Which means... I've got it! You stole our memories of our entrance exam. Now cool, dude. At least give us a hint. You guys have sponges for brains. I already gave you a hint. The memories I stole have to do with a certain something. Now that she mentions it, Monokuma did mention something like that. Something about the memories we had stolen about a certain something connected to them. The other class trials? No. Monokuma's incentives. The incentives you gave to spark the killings, have some connection to our memories, don't they? So you do remember well. You wouldn't forget something that important anyway. It was a silly question, and rude of me to have asked. I extend unto you my humblest apologies. Now, if you would allow me to ask yet another question. Were you aware that there was a specific theme in each of the incentives I gave? A theme? Yes, indeed there was. And I would like to extend this question as a quiz to you all. What was the theme for the first incentive, the one I gave before my Zono's murder? What was the theme of Monokuma's first incentive? Monokuma gave each of us a DVD. The screen blacked out. Okay, on the one I got, there was a video of my family. And the DVD my Zono received had a video of the friends she shared her dream with. Given that, the theme of Monokuma's first incentive was interpersonal relations. Duh. Interpersonal relations was the theme of the incentive of the first murder. Ding dong, ding dong. You're absolutely correct. The DVDs I handed out contained videos of everyone's precious interpersonal relationships being laid to waste. Your families, your friends. By destroying these people and showing you the aftermath, I fanned the flames of your desire to escape in an attempt to incite a murder. Even so, you guys can be cruel. You're one to talk. It was you who did it. Yes, of course, and I accept full responsibility. Okay, time for the next question. I hate this personality so much. Well, what do you think of the theme of the second incentive was? What was the villain? What was the theme of Monokuma's second incentive? Monokuma gave each of us a peculiar note, and mine contained the secret of how long I wet the bed. Given that, the theme of Monokuma's second incentive was... meaning of life, our past's unshakable will. Our past's. It's the only thing that makes sense. Our pasts. Right? Yayifications! You're right again, guy! Yep, the theme of that incentive was... your shameful memories and your deepest, darkest secrets. Iwata committed his murder because he didn't want his secret to be spilled. What's your damn point? How long are you going to keep this up? Come on, don't be a party pooper. Here's your next question. Who can tell me what the theme of the third incentive was? Anyone? Anyone? What was the theme of Monokuma's third incentive? Celeste committed her murder, so she could buy a castle in Europe and surround herself with the most gorgeous men in the world. Given that, the theme of Monokuma's third incentive was greed. Money. In other words, greed. Destroyer of worlds, you fucking got it! I like that personality. Very violent. Yeah, it was the money! Money's the reason Celeste offered Yamana and Nishimura money. Money was the incentive, and greed was the motive for the third murder. Just what are you getting at? Why are you asking all these questions? Chill out, this is the last one. You know what the theme of the fourth sort of fucked up murders incentive was? What was the theme of Monokuma's fourth incentive? Ugami took her own life, and the trigger for that was Monokuma revealing something she had done, given that the theme of Monokuma's fourth incentive was blackmail. Yeah, dude, Monokuma was blackmailing Ogi to kill someone. And that's not blackmail, that's called a deal. You're so silly. Boo. Sure, oh, fuck! Okay. It was not that. I thought blackmail. Secrets. Ah, fuck, betrayal? That doesn't make sense to me, but okay. Fucked up the other two. Betrayal, right? Yes, that's right. Ugami killed herself because I revealed her betrayal. That makes 4 out of 4. I'm ecstatic. What's your point? What was the meaning of all those questions? Interpersonal relationships and memories, greed and betrayal. Pretty standard motives, right? Cliched even among cliches. You could say they've been done to death. However, those 4 are obviously not the only motives that exist in the world. There are as many motives for murder in the world as there are people to act on them. And these motives drive people to kill each other, bringing despair upon the world. I refer to them as the seeds of despair. The seeds of despair. Just as living things need food, water, and air to grow, so too do seeds of despair require sustenance. Yes, hope. Despair thrives because it has hope. Like the two sides of a coin, hope and despair are polar opposites, yet lie inseparably close together. How long are you going to continue this insipid ceremony? What the hell happened to talking about our memories? Are you trying to avoid the topic? I object to that. I am avoiding the subject of your memories. I am, in fact, discussing it now. To put it simply, these seeds of despair are very closely connected to your memories. In what way are they connected? By stealing your memories, I gave you hope. I gave you hope so you could be consumed by despair. How does having our memories stolen translate into being given hope? I don't know what you think you gave us, but it sure wasn't hope. Are you sure? Did the thought, I want to get out of here, never crossed your mind? The very fact that you had this thought means that you indeed had hope. What are you talking about? If you didn't want out of here, the killing would never have started. That's why I stole your memories, to encourage your I want to get out of here thoughts. So you're saying we want to escape because we had our memories stolen? Boo. Bingo. Turning it around, you're saying that if we had our memories, we wouldn't want to leave? What the heck? Why wouldn't we want out of here if we had our memories? Boo, you're confused, so very confused. But nowhere near enough. I need you to be even more confused to fall even deeper into despair. I mean, your hope has done such a good job of growing your despair this much already, so why stop there? And on that note, I'm gonna give you a hint so big, I might as well be wrapping a belt around my neck. Whoa, really? Hurry up and say it! As they say, seeing is believing, so I'm gonna give you guys a look at the outside world! The outside world? You mean outside the academy walls? Something happened out there, didn't it? You wanna know, don't you? You wanna see, don't you? Boo, I also wanna see your faces as they sink into despair. And now our future presentation. This is the outside world, the world beyond the academy's walls. And this is what the place you've been going on and on about wanting to return it to looks like. Monokuma stuff. All over everything. Destroying shit. You know, people wearing the Monokuma masks. Everything is falling all to shit. Is it confusing? Yes. I still don't quite understand. Huh? So there you have it. Things are bad. The world's in trouble. What in the fresh heck, dude? That doesn't make any sense. What is this? This is a movie or something, right? You should all know the meaning behind the images on these screens. We should know. What exactly should we know? How could we know anything about those ridiculous images? That knowledge is in the memories you had stolen from you. If you can't remember, then please try. Please try your best to remember. Have a little faith in your own brain. Whether you live or die is in the hands of the gray matter. I can't remember, ain't gonna fly here. 'Cause this is class trial. Oh, a debate. You know, just as sick at the headmaster's photograph group photo. Come on, hurry the fuck up and remember. What happened to the outside world? What do you expect us to remember? By looking at those nonsensical images. That doesn't help at all. What were those images? Is this another one of your damn pranks? Try and tell us to remember. But what should we remember? No one can remember anything. We're done. It's over for... Oh. Wait. I got something. If you remember, it's all certain just... Everyone's lost the memories. Wait, maybe she remembers something. I need Genocider's secret. Okay. Got it. Fukawa, Genocider will know something. Syllabus phase what? 12? We're almost done of it. Woo! I wonder, maybe she remembers. Who? The other Fukawa. Genocider, Shu! Huh? The two of you share the same knowledge, but you don't share the same memory, right? I see what you're saying. If their memories aren't shared, then it's possible one personality can remember something even if the other one forgot it. How about it, Kawa? You want me to switch with her? No, absolutely not. You're asking me to destroy my identity. Fukawa, you're our only hope. And immediately, dun-dun-dun-dun! It's your friendly neighborhood homicidal maniac. Her identity went down without much of a fight. Answer my questions and only my questions, and give me a straight answer. Do those images ring a bell for you at all? Yeesh, what images? The images being shown on those monitors. Who are you? I'm the puppet master. Nice to meet you. It's my pleasure. Just look at the screen already. Roger that, Captain. She makes me nervous. So, do you recognize anything? If I had to decide... Of course, I've seen these before. You remember? I sure do. So you didn't lose your memories? Then why didn't you say anything? I only speak when spoken to. Look at me. I'm the quiet type. Holy crap, that is so not convincing. Never mind that. If you remember, then answer me. What the hell is that? What's the matter, my white knight? Have you forgotten about the disaster? Disaster? Oh man, you really did forget it. Maybe my kiss will make you remember. Quit playing around and answer me. What happened outside? You could say it's something that happened, or you could say it's something that is happening. But anyway, that's mankind's most sparingly maleficent and monstrous malefication. Huh? Why would that phrase come up now? 'Cause that's what caused all this. Oh, what? That's the reason the world turned out like this. Like this? Don't you mean it's the reason the world ended like this? Ended? Give me details. Tell me everything you know. Roger that, darling. Ahem. Mankind's most sparingly maleficent and monstrous malefication occurred 1 year ago. That malefication was enough to send chills down even this homicidal maniac's spine. It transcended the realm of simple man-made catastrophe and entered the realm of natural disaster. It was undoubtedly mankind's most sparingly maleficent and monstrous malefication. As a result, in the blink of an eye, the world turned out like that. The end. The end? Hold on, you think there's any details? I don't know any specifics either. Little Miss Gloomy is the one who experienced it in real time. You'd be better off asking her. We asked you here precisely because she couldn't tell us anything. This is tragic. I can't meet my white knight's expectations. Oh, this is a tragedy. Come on, you're fighting like a married couple. Enough already. Anyway, the issue right now is what happened. It's not the journey, but the destination. Everything oh, I can say that word. Coalesces into the outcome. In short, the world ended. That's all that matters. Like hell it ended, dude. It's the frickin' world. Relax, there's nothing to freak out about. 100 years from now, everyone will be dead anyway, so the end of the world is hardly a big deal. This is absurd. Preposterous! Then, well, we're talking crazy. Let me tell you something else preposterous. It's about the light at the end of your tunnel, the Togami group. What was that? Just as I expected, that got your attention. I have your attention like a cake buffet as the attention of an exhausted secretarian. So, what do you think? What do you think happened to the Togami family? It was destroyed, it was destroyed, it was destroyed. Not bad, mortal, that's correct. I haven't even said anything yet. I've had enough. I've had way too goddamn much of this. I kept trying to change things up, but in the end, we just kept doing the same shit again and again. So I made all the answers correct. Isn't it a refreshing change of pace? I wonder, is this some kind of disease? Is my being so fickle some kind of illness? The point is, your family Togami has been completely and totally wiped off the map. But what are you talking about? I can confirm the deaths of everyone connected to your house and their relatives, your family's history. So stop telling me such tasteless jokes. Stop. Are you ordering me around? A mere mortal dares give me divine punishment incarnate? An order? Know your place, lowly mortal. You are no longer worthy of the title Super Duper High School Scion. Nothing could destroy my family. The Togami group will control the world. Man, that world already ended. A goddamn year ago, too. Hold on. What you're saying doesn't make any sense. What doesn't make sense? There's no way something like that happened a year ago. I mean, we just arrived here a few weeks ago. Oh, well. So if something happened and the world ended last year, then what does that make the world we're living in for all that time? Oh, boo, you guys are just making a bad assumption. Assumption? The way you've been talking. It's like you think the malification happened before you came to Kibugaman Academy. Why wouldn't we? We just barely got here. Just barely. So, to you guys, 2 years ago is something that just barely happened. Wow! Huh? 2 years ago? That's when you guys came to Kibugaman Academy. 2 years ago. What? What does she mean 2 years ago? I want some of whatever this chick's smoking, dude. I can understand wanting to deny it, but the truth is irrefutable. The truth, actions are reactions, cause and effect. To repudiate the word, that would be to trespass on God's territory. Surely I've given you enough hints that you've figured it out by now. What memories I took from you? Now answer me. Answer me with every fiber of your beings. Answer you, but I have no idea what's going on anymore. Even so, we don't have a choice. If we don't answer her, it's all over. We had our memory stolen. If what Inoshima is saying is the truth, then we arrived at Kibugaman Academy 2 years ago, yet despite that, we all believe it happened just recently. In which case, these are the memories she stole from us. Our time at Kibugaman. Assuming you're telling the truth, then the memories we lost are everything that happened in the 2 years since we got here. Nah, that's just... No way. Correct. You're not that bad, mortal. Huh? This again? A full 2 years of memories. Yes, you've all been students at Kibugaman Academy for 2 years now. And you forgot it all. I've been a student here for 2 years. And I just forgot it all. Like, poof. This is frickin' insane. It is insane. And it is unbelievable. But that's just our own selfish desire speaking. We want it to be impossible. We don't want to believe. But if it's the truth, then we have no choice but to lay it bare. Is it an anagram? No, a debate. Kige's notebook, group photo, the headmaster's photograph, the headmaster's Hagakuri's notebook. I'm guessing I need Hagakuri's notebook. Where I would never lose that. Okay. We've been students here for 2 years. There's no frickin' way. Never mind any awesome school events. I never even went to class. Yes, you did. I just laid it out for you. You went to class. There's something I'd like you to see, Hagakuri. This notebook. What's this? And what is my name on it? I found this in the locker room on the second floor of the dorms. Take a look inside, would you? Even without looking, I can tell I know nothing about this. Whoa, what's up? It doesn't just look the same, dude. What the hell? This straight up is my handwriting! Why do you have... I don't remember writing any of... What? Then I seriously... You attended class here at Kibuguman Academy, Hagakuri. But you forgot it. No way. No friggin' way, dude. I want to believe it as much as you do, but... I can't explain the existence of this notebook without accepting it as the truth. Who's that? It's my notebook. And the handwriting inside is unmistakably my own. But I don't remember anything about it, just like Hagakuri. The reason for that is a 2-year blank. Look at all the evidence. Don't you think it's about time to accept it? Christ almighty, you guys are depressing. You'd think we were all at a fucking funeral, not solving mysteries. Now that I've been to... Oh. Now that I've been to a goddamn funeral, fuck yeah! 2 years of school, a significant portion of your youth. With every exciting class, every heart-pounding event, you get closer and closer together. And then, precisely 1 year ago, tragedy struck. Tragedy by the name of mankind's most despairingly maleficent and monstrous malfication. You watched the world end before your very eyes, but you forgot all of that, including your despair. And having forgotten, you fought back against this academic coliseum. As an aside, I'd like to clarify something about the memories you all lost. I can't do it. It's too tiring. I've grown bored of explaining things. Huh? I've grown tired of this world. People talk about wanting new and interesting experiences, but nobody actually does anything interesting. This damn place is hopelessly fucking dull. What are you talking about? In a way, I'm envious of you all. That you have the opportunity to submit yourself to the all-encompassing embrace of despair, so you can come up with the rest of yourselves. I'm tired of explaining shit. Come up with what? To put it simply, I'm asking you to tell me precisely where the gap in your memories lies. Where the gap in our memories lies? She wants to know what the last thing we can remember from before we lost our memories is. That's the only thing that comes to mind. The thing that happened when I first passed through the entrance hall. Yeah, when we passed out, the admissions office, the entrance ceremony. So when we passed out. The gap in our memories can only exist at that point in time. When I stepped into the hallways outside the entrance hall on the first day, I was struck by a strange sensation and the lost consciousness. Wow! You still got it in you. Well, I don't know all the sciencey details, but what you guys experienced was losing consciousness. Was like a disturbance in your perception of time brought only on by the memory loss-ish. Well, something like that. After that, I woke up lying at a desk and went to the classrooms. I thought that I was waking up after having just barely collapsed in the entrance hall. But it didn't just barely happen, it happened 2 years ago. And that reason he thought it just happened was because he'd lost all of the intervening memories? 2 long years of memories, which means you guys weren't meeting each other for the first time. In spite of that, you all proceeded to introduce yourselves to each other. At that point in time, we had already spent 2 years together as classmates. That's where those pictures really came from. Yeah, which makes this really fucked up. Boo, right on the nose. Basically, all that killing was among the friends you guys spent the last 2 years with. And also you could escape to a dead outside world. Boo, that's gotta be rough. And there's not even anything out there for you to return to. You're the one who pulled the strings and made it happen. I love all of you. Huh? Since our lives here together first started, you're all I've thought about. Isn't it natural that I would grow to have feelings for you? And since I just adore every last one of you, I'll tell you a little something. Let's talk about the Super Duper High School Oh wow, that's an awful word. Disparification of Humanity Project. The Super Duper High School Disparification of Humanity Project? The story begins 2 years ago. 2 years ago, when you all first came here. Your first year as students overflowed with peace and hope. You led sickeningly normal lives. And everyone was perfectly content. Man, those were the days. However, it didn't last long. There was only peace for the first year. Because 1 year after you entered the academy, an incident occurred that threw mankind into despair. An incident by the name of mankind's most despairingly maleficent and monstrous malfication. And with it, humanity's era of peace and harmony came to a screeching halt. Of course, this academy was no exception. Nearly all of Kibugaman Academy's students were annihilated as a result of the malfication. Who what? Super Duper High School despair caused mankind supposed to sparing the maleficent and monstrous malfication. I can't imagine it was just you and Mukuro Ukusaba. So, is it an organization, a group, a family? Yes, to answer your question, none of the above. Oh, how should I put it? It's more abstract than that. Despair is contagious. Perhaps you could say it's like a phenomenon. Everyone despairs, and now, everything in this deceased shell of a world is despair. Therefore, if you take up arms against despair, you're taking up arms against the world itself. I don't understand. I was not speaking in the hopes that you would understand. Besides, we veered off subject. Let's get back on topic then. Having suffered catastrophic damage, the only students still left alive in the academy were you. You, Kibugaman Academy's 78th class, were all that remained. And then, see, something awesome happened. Pay close attention, this is important, so I'll only say it once. Work began to convert Kibugaman Academy into a shelter to protect all the survivors. Wowzers! Yep, work began to convert Kibugaman Academy into a shelter. That was twice. Now, as for the person in charge of the conversion, in other words, the one who locked you all in here, does anyone know who that was? The person who converted the Kibugaman Academy into a shelter and locked us up in here. The headmaster! It had to have been the Kibugaman Academy headmaster. And with that realization, even though it was kind of obvious as all fuck, we are going to save and end the episode here for today, so please comment, subscribe to much of the this episode, and I hope to see you all in part 4, guys. Take care until then.